Dracula is gone. Gone forever. The year of Dracula is over. The long nightmare that was 2022, the year of Dracula, is gone for good. It's gone everywhere in the whole world. Oh, and here we are in 2023. The year of mysteries. That's right. Dracula's gone. What comes next? What comes after Dracula? It's a mystery. Will we solve this mystery by the end of the year? The year of mysteries? I don't know. I hope that we do, but I guess we'll find out. Hello, welcome to the Video Game Valley. It's a beautiful day today, a perfect 72 degrees out. First day of 2023. Because I've got some stuff to go over in terms of, like, talking about the previous year. I didn't want to do a P.O. Box game today, because I didn't want to take up too much P.O. Box time. So I'll be playing a P.O. Box game on Tuesday again, probably. But today, Link's The Challenge of Golf on the Sega CD. Link's The Challenge of Golf. We're gonna see exactly how long it takes us to actually get into Link's The Challenge of Golf on the Sega CD. It might take a while, but we're gonna do our best. Year of Mysteries. How's everyone doing today? How are you all? Hope things are going well. I spent most of today doing Patreon envelopes and then recording some sound effects. Doing a whole bunch of sound effects. Been doing a lot of sound effects recently. I've been recording a ton of sound effects to increase my own sound effects library. My own personally recorded sound effects library is at about 2,500 now. I'm trying to get that up to at least 5,000. Big sound effects library. Getting a lot of good sounds for the FilmCow videos. I also plan on putting that sound library up somewhere for people to grab if they need sounds themselves. They're so expensive getting sound effects, purchasing sound effects. I thought, you know, I love royalty-free music so much. Why not give away some royalty-free sound effects? What kind of stuff did you record? All sorts of nonsense. The types of sounds that I generally record and use are mostly Foley stuff, but there's some interesting stuff in there. I probably have... When I release my sound effects library for free upon the world, it'll probably be the only sound effects library officially released that has a couple dozen Capri Sun-based sound effects. Just rewatched Llamas with Hats, and now you're streaming. How'd you like the Llamas with Hats again? I do stream every night, so it was bound to happen eventually. Almost 5 years now. Coming up in February, 5 years, nearly every single night. Same time, 11 p.m. if you ever want to tune in. 11 p.m. Eastern time. I don't know what time zone you're in. But whatever time it is now is when I start. Found a single dead bed bug. Temporarily obliterated my furniture looking for more. Couldn't find more, so I'm telling myself it's from an old sleeping bag. Oh, I hope so. I hope it's that. Yeah, I hope it was just the one. Just discovered, binge watched all the Vulo Lives episodes. They were so amazing. Glad you liked those. I hope more is to come very soon. Very soon, that's what I want. I want more Vulo Lives. I gotta get Vulo on that. Links for the Sega CD. Links for the Sega CD. I got the box here. What model Sega CD do you have? I've got 2 Model 2s. What we're playing this on is a JVC XI, though. So I guess I have that as well. I have 3 JVC XIs. I like that for playing the Sega CD games, because the laser's a little better. Lynx, the Challenge of Golf on the Sega CD. A golf game so real you could almost smell the green. That's a good thing. It's that's a good thing. The VOD for yesterday's stream is blocked in the UK. Not anymore. There was a copyright claim, but it's dealt with now. There's a couple sections edited out, but it's available now. A golf game so real you can almost smell the green. That's a good thing. You are now holding, or at least reading the box of, the most realistic golf game ever. Why did they do that clarification? You are now holding, or at least reading the box of, and that's in parentheses. Links. God. Who wrote this? You are now holding, or at least reading the box of, the most realistic golf game ever. Links for Sega CD trademark. The course mimics Torrey Pines precisely, with the best-looking and most realistic tees, fairways, and putting greens ever on Sega. Oh sure, every other golf game claims to be the best ever and most realistic. They quite possibly feature many of Link's golfing options, like tournament play, practice mode, front 9, back 9, your choice of pro, amateur, or beginner, instant replays, save player info, leaderboard, digitized sound and screens, 3D putting grid. But that's where the similarities end. Links for Sega CD trademark goes far beyond the other golf game posers with in-depth golf features. Stunning 35mm aerial flyovers of each hole, so realistic you may get airsick. I love it when the back of a game box proudly says that the game might impact you health-wise. You might get physically sick through this game. Driving competition. 1 to 6 players, while most other games can only handle up to 4 players. Expert golf commentator Ben Wright calls the action stroke by stroke. Professional golfer Steve Elkington provides all the insights, hints, and tips you'll ever want for a great round of golf. Swing feature interface, simple and easy to use. Swing feature interface, okay. I thought maybe I had misread this, but no, that's how it's written. Swing feature interface, simple and easy to use. You decide how hard to hit the ball. Full support of the TV Golf Club trademark for most accurate, realistic, and fun golfing experience available. Real life, in quotation marks, technology replicates Torrey Pines' course exactly with 35mm photography, placing you behind every tee, fairway, water hazard, and bunker, wherever the ball lands, and giving you an accurate view of your next shot. No matter which way you chip it, slice it, hook it, or drive it, Links, for the Sega CD trademark, is the most realistic golf game around, even if you can't smell the green. Oh, God. It sounds so good. It sounds so good. Oh, I can't wait. Uh-oh. Sorry. So I wasn't planning on reading this, but I just opened the manual, and this seems important. Epilepsy warning. Okay. Let me make sure this isn't gonna... You know, we've never actually gotten to the actual gameplay here. I want to make sure this isn't going to be something people legitimately need a warning about. Warning, read before using your Sega CD system. A very small percentage of individuals may experience epileptic seizures when exposed to certain light patterns or flashing lights. Exposure to certain patterns or backgrounds on a television screen or while playing video games may induce an epileptic seizure in these individuals. Certain conditions may induce... Okay. This just seems like a general Sega CD warning. I don't... Okay, I don't think this is about the game in general. I think this is a Sega thing. So, I think we're okay. I don't know if other Sega CD games have this warning, but... Okay. I think we're alright. I think that's boilerplate. Yeah, I don't think this is an actual warning. I mean, in terms of... I don't think this game has that sort of content in it. I mean, I don't 100% know, because we haven't really gotten to see much of the golf aspect of this game before. Technical support. Yeah, alright. Links for the Sega CD. Have a thing I wanted to show you before we start. Oh, happy birthday, Brian. Apparently it's Brian's birthday today. Happy birthday. You're going to be the first Video Game Valley birthday machine of the year. Congratulations, Brian. I believe so. I don't know if anyone else put a name in yet. Alright, check. No. Okay, you are going to be the first. Congrats. Oh god, where is my... Aha! I found it. Perfect. Alright, right before we start. I show this off every year. It's plain and simply the chart of what we streamed last year. Here's the chart. I'll post this on the Discord. This is the breakdown of the systems from last year. As you can see, the Sega Saturn far ahead. Second place, the PlayStation 1. A lot of 5th gen last year. Here's all the stats, everyone. This is why I didn't want to do a P.O. Box game today, because of all this nonsense. Daniel, thank you for that. 5 British pounds. Up late. Can't sleep, but means I catch the valley live. Thanks for all you do, and love to everyone in the valley. Well, I hope you manage to get back to sleep at some point. But thank you for the kind words. Love back to you. We didn't do a lot of PS3 last year. We did a good amount of, five streams for the Atari Jaguar seems about right. A little low on the Dreamcast, a little low on the GameCube. No love for the Magnavox. No, I was planning on doing one Magnavox Odyssey stream last year on April Fool's Day, but it didn't work out. Kevin, thank you for the 5 Canadian. An incredible chart. Thank you. I fill this in as the year goes on, so that I know which systems I'm neglecting. Takeaways, more 7800. Yeah, there was only one 7800 stream. Didn't play a lot of PS3 lately either. Have a lot of PS3 games in the backlog. Yeah, I don't know what it was. The PlayStation 3, I just hardly touched it last year. There's a couple of PS3 games that I want to stream. I think this is the year. I think the year of mysteries, which this year is, by the way. Wii U maybe as well. We got a good number of NES streams. For comparison, this was 2021. You can see the differences. Sega Saturn's kind of got great things going on every year. It does have its own day. Yeah, 2022. 2021. All right, that's probably enough of the charts. I will, of course, be posting that in the Discord for anyone who really wants to go over the chart in great detail. To another year of the Valley. To another year. How do you manage to do Sega Saturn in the same amount of days? I mean, every Saturday is Sega Saturn Day. And, yeah, I mean, that's that's basically how it works out. It's not always the exact same number every year. Sometimes I do extra Sega Saturn streams. Do you have a favorite console? Yeah, the Sega Saturn. Free Redman, thank you for the $5. What was the most repugnant and the most delightful game played for the Valley? Oh, I don't know, repugnant. God, what was...
Virgin Interactive Entertainment presents...
What game did I hate last year?
The Sega CD.
It's links for the Sega CD, everyone. Elf Bowling. Elf Bowling was pretty bad, yeah.
And developed by Papyrus Design Group.
As for the best, you'll have to wait. I do have data available. I do have some data. Wasn't there a game you had to turn off early? Oh yeah, there was one game that I had to stop playing on account of all the racism. I forget which one that was. I mean, we played through tons of old games, and that pops up reasonably often. But it was pretty extreme with that game, DJ Boy. Yeah, that was the game, DJ Boy. I had to stop playing DJ Boy. I thought this was an option. Like... I thought this was something I was going to select. I guess not. I do like the sign, though. Throughout this stream, because this is the first stream of 2023, we're going to be doing the annual awards that I give out for the most Video Game Valley games of 2022, of the last year. 2022, the most VGV games, not necessarily the best games we played, but the most VGV ones. Okay. This button's clearly not going to do anything. Let's see what our controls are. 3-button pad. Oh, we can play this with a mouse! Oh, goodness. I do have a mouse. I'm guessing egg for number 1. Egg was 2021, I believe. Let me make sure. Because, yeah, Egg was 2021. I think Egg was one of the winners last year. Dowboy, thank you for the $5. I'm studying Japanese in college this year. Yay. Hooray! Yay! That's nice. I hope you'll learn it. I'd love to learn Japanese. I have tried. Elemental gimmick here. No, it's just called Egg. It's a Japanese-only PS1 game. Before we get to any of the actual winners, I do want to make some special mentions. These are some special mentions I wanted to bring up. Again, these aren't the best games I played, obviously, given Iron Chef America's Supreme Cuisines status here. We haven't finished Hidden Mystery, so I'm not 100% sure if that should be on the list yet or not. These are some very special mentions. Spiritual Warfare, yeah. These are some important games to remember. These are not in the top 10 most VGV games of last year, but I thought they were important to mention. I also have a couple of Dracula mentions. These are also not on the list, but because it was the year of Dracula, I think it's important to acknowledge these. They're not the only Dracula games we played, but they are the ones that require the most mention. Spent a lot of time on Simon's Quest. Yeah. All right. Yeah, but top 10 least VGV games. No. I'd have to really think about that. That would be a much harder list to come up with. All right. Welcome.
Set atop the cliffs at the edge of the Pacific Ocean, the 36 holes of Torrey Pines, north and south courses, are one of the finest and most picturesque municipal golf facilities in the world.
Yeah, they look great.
They have been a popular stop on the PGA Tour for decades, and most of the great players of the world have appeared here. While the scenery is just as spectacular on the south course as it is on the north, you had better keep your concentration, or else this apparently simple-looking course will tear you apart.
Oh no, I don't want that.
The first hole is a 438-yard par 4 that requires 2 longish shots, Steve. How would you play it?
How would you?
Well, Ben, the key to the first hole is to keep your tee shot left of the bunker on the right side of the fairway. Then you'll be able to approach the green from there.
Great. I'll keep that in mind when I'm playing the game. Oh, what's this?
The second hole.
It sounds like royalty-free music.
Slight dogleg to the right par 4, where a well-hit tee shot will leave the player with just a short iron to the green. Steve?
You must attack this hole down the right side, Ben.
Got
The
it.
very longest hitters can almost reach, but don't hit your pitch behind the hole. Very treacherous.
Easy to 3-putt.
Yes.
All right, I'll keep that in mind as well.
The third hole is a par 3 of 139 yards, where club selection becomes a problem with the wind a factor, Steve.
Yes, Ben, it's very downhill, and with the wind in your face and the downhill, it almost evens it out, but I'd always tend to play one club less.
It makes sense.
The fourth hole is a 430-yard par 4 with the cliffs on the left.
You don't
And
say.
a long tee shot is required to get on the green in 2 shots.
Make sure you keep it away from the bunker on the right, but not too much. The water's there on the left, Ben.
Oh no.
The fifth hole is a par 4 of 390 yards with a very demanding tee shot, Steve.
You absolutely have to thread the needle, Ben. But after you've done that, you set up a reasonably short iron to the green.
And stay below the hole to avoid free putting.
Absolutely.
Absolutely, 100%, yeah. No, that makes sense.
The sixth hole is a big swinging dogleg to the right of 520 yards, par 5. It's up to the player to decide how much he can cut of the corner.
I don't know if I can very much.
Hanging out there on the right, but it should be a birdie opportunity.
Birdie opportunity! Just letting you know, Fall of Shadowstone Park's best web series I've ever seen. I'm glad you like it. Having a good time making it.
The seventh hole at 436 yards, par 4, is one of the toughest on the course, Steve.
Every player that plays this hole, Ben, will have to keep his drive to the left and then play a very long iron shot to an elevated green. A 4 here is tremendous.
Okay. Great. Probably gonna. Oh, no. Still going.
Hole number 8 is a par 3 of 156.
We are doing
yards.
the awards
Uphill with a
today.
very deep green.
I guess while this is going on, I can just announce that the most VGV game of 2022, number 10, the one in the number 10 slot, the one in the slot number 10, the 10th most VGV game
Ninth
of
hole is a
2022,
straightaway par 5 of
the 10th most game,
and the big hitters here.
Dark Tales from the Lost Soul on the PlayStation 1. Remember that game? I had a great time with Dark Tales from the Lost Soul on the PlayStation 1. It was an interactive horror experience. Extremely. I just haven't played anything like it before. It was a wild game. If I think that's one that's worth going back to the VODs too. Dark Tales from the Lost Soul. So it's a horror game. You pick a different scenario. You pick one of the scenarios. One of the scenarios is you're a writer, and you go to write something, but your computer's haunted or something. I don't know. It's very silly, but was one of the most interesting games that I played last year. Heck of an experience to have for the first time.
Tee shot left of the bunker on the right side of the fairway.
So that was
Then
number
you'll
10.
be able to approach the green from there.
A bunch of people missed that one. Yeah, it was good. It was a great game. I definitely recommend it.
The second
It's
hole
so
is a
good.
336 yard slight dogleg to the right, par 4, where a well-hit tee shot will leave the player with just a short iron to the green. Steve?
You must attack this hole down the right side, Ben. And the very longest hitters can almost
Cop
reach.
car scenario in that
Don't
game
let
was
you
my
pitch
favorite.
behind the hole. Very treacherous.
Yeah, that one was very good.
The third hole is a par 3 of 145
Par 3,
yards,
100
where club selection
45 yards, is that
becomes
what
a
they said?
problem with the wind a factor, Steve.
Yes, Ben, it's very downhill. And
Downhill,
the wind in your
great.
face and the downhill, it almost evens it out. But I'd always tend to play one club less.
Dun, 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 dun.
The fourth hole is
Dun,
a 430 yard
dun,
par
dun.
4 with the cliffs on the left,
Man.
and a long tee shot is required to get on the green in 2 shots.
Sorry I missed the stream yesterday.
Make
Hope
sure
you have
you
a
keep it away from the bunker on the right, but not too much. The water's
wonderful
there on the left, Ben.
2023. Thanks. I hope you have a wonderful 2023. Oh, this looks like a good one.
The fifth hole is a par 4 of
This is
390
repeating. No.
yards with a very
No, it's not.
demanding
It's not
tee shot.
looping.
The
absolutely have to thread the needle.
When I went to
After you've done that, you set up a reasonably
when I
short
went to
line
show
the
the number 10, I accidentally hit a button that exited out, so we've got to start over again. I canceled it and went back to the main menu. So
The sixth hole is a big swinging.
I was hoping no one would notice, but
520 yards, par 5. And it's up to the player to decide how much he can cut off the corner.
But not too much, Ben. OB is hanging out there on the right. but it
Hanging
should
out
be
there
a
on the
good
right.
Opportunity.
whoa!
The seventh hole. At
Here's the seventh hole.
436 yards, par 4, is one of the toughest on the course, Steve.
Every player that plays this hole, Ben, will have to keep his drive to the left and then
Nice.
play a very long iron shot to an elevated green. A 4 here is tremendous.
This is a tremendous course right there. Look at that.
Hole number 8 is a
Hole.
par 3 of 156 yards.
Number 8.
Uphill to a very deep green.
Use one extra club, Ben, unless the wind's blowing from behind.
There's apparently an Amiga version of this game. An Amiga Lynx. Incredible. What would that
The
look
ninth
like?
hole is a straightaway par 5 of 524 yards. And the big hitters here can get on or close to the green in 2 shots.
2 shots. I don't
Ben,
know.
It's really a hole that you can let it rip. Don't hit it in the trap on the right, otherwise you'll have to lay way back and have a difficult shot in.
I don't think I'm gonna be letting it rip here. I don't think that's the kind of golfer I am. Yeah, we done? No.
We've reached the turn now, and the 10th hole is a 358-yard par 4 dogleg to the left.
Ben, I like to play this hole with a 3-wood or a 1-iron to the right side of the fairway.
That's a good
Sets you up
choice.
For a good angle to come into a relatively flat green.
Yeah, that makes sense.
The 11th hole is a devilishly difficult par 3 of 194 yards.
The devil made this one
Usually
difficult.
plays into the wind off the ocean, Ben. Long iron will be required here, or maybe a fairway wood. There's a little creek just in front, so make sure you get over it.
All right. Do.
Now we come to the notorious 12th hole,
Oh.
at Torrey Pines South,
Oh.
which is a 457-yard par 4.
Oh.
Ben, it's just the most difficult hole of the course.
Yeah, I bet.
2 longest clubs in the bag to get there in 2. If you're not playing this hole well, just enjoy the view.
The dreaded 12th hole. Oh. Oh.
The 13th hole is a par 5 of 519 yards. Obviously
God.
a birdie opportunity.
Birdie
Ben,
opportunity.
if you don't hit a booming drive where you could reach in 2, you must lay up to the bottom of the hill. Although your 3rd will be a tricky uphill blind shot, a birdie will still be a possibility.
Birdie possibility. It's possible there's going to be a birdie.
The 14th hole
14th
is a
hole.
382 yards par
We're here.
4, famous for
We've
a tree on
arrived.
the right-hand side that a few years back destroyed Craig Stadler's chances in the tournament.
And I
Stadler.
play this hole with a long iron or a fairway wood. Anywhere away from that tree to the left will leave you perfect position.
Get the heck out of here, tree. We don't want you.
The 15th hole is
Mm-hmm.
a par 4 of 345 yards, comparatively simple, Steve.
Mm,
Not a difficult hole, Ben, if you can keep your drive up the right side.
not a
There
difficult
is a
hole.
bunker guarding the right front of the green that you must negotiate for a birdie to be possible.
You have to negotiate with the course to make birdies possible. Got it.
The 16th hole is a most demanding par 3 of 184 yards to the cliff top where I sat for many years, Steve.
This hole will be played with a long iron.
It's just sat on
Don't
that
hook it,
cliff
Ben.
top.
The ice plant in the cliff is waiting on the left.
Oh boy.
The famous 17th hole
Oh.
is a 413-yard par 4, which demands an accurate tee shot.
This hole's a movie star.
And since they've put in a new cross bunker a few years ago, the popular players that lay up with a long iron or a fairway wood short of it. Although it leaves you a longer shot in, it's the percentage way to play the hole.
Okay.
And so we come to the final hole.
Oh.
A tempting but dangerous par 5 of 485 yards.
My
It has
goodness
been the
gracious.
graveyard of many a would-be champion at Torrey Pines.
Yes, Ben, once you've negotiated the bunker off the tee on the left, the hard work is still in front of you. Guarding the front left of the green is a small pond that's drowned many a good score here.
Well, that's it. That's the final hole. Unbelievable. Okay. We've done it. We've done it, everyone. Number 9 of the most VGV game of 2022. Number 9. That's right, it's Road Trip on the PlayStation 2. Road Trip on the PS2. Everyone remember Road Trip? Road Trip was a great game. I loved playing it. I loved gambling in Road Trip. Oh, what a game. Highly recommend checking this one out if you have a PlayStation 2 or any way to emulate. Malphazar, thank you for the $2. Dangerous? Are there snipers? Landmines? Jerry? Yeah, there's both of those things on the golf course. It is extremely dangerous. The other one with the talking cars? Yeah, it was the one with the talking cars. Now let's get to the game.
The first hole is a 438-yard par 4.
I'm just
Well,
kidding. We're
two
not going to
longish
watch this
shots.
whole thing again. Okay. Let's see a course. The course on the CD-ROM. Torrey Pines South Course. Do you wish to use this course? No. Oh. I guess we do wish to use this course. Sure. Interesting that you could apparently load other courses in.
Virgin Interactive Entertainment presents links for the Sega CD.
There are multiple CD-ROMs with different courses. I don't know. I've never seen that. I don't know if they ended up actually releasing any other.
Licensed from Access Software and developed by Papyrus Design Group.
Other courses. I don't know why it reset to the beginning. All right. We're finally going to do it. It's finally going to happen. But first, number 8 is the Star Bowling on the Sega Saturn, the most VGV game of 2022. The Star Bowling. Not the second one, but the first one. The Star Bowling on the Sega Saturn. I want you to know that when you don't click anything for enough times on the game, it goes back to the video. I haven't selected anything.
Shots, Steve. How would you play?
So Ben, the key to the first.
It's just doing that on its own. I really want you to watch that video. Okay.
How many players?
How many players? That's a good question. Corins, thank you for the $5. What better way to begin the new year than by watching the Poseidon Adventure for the first time, which appropriately is set during New Year's. Yeah, the Poseidon Adventure. That's the movie with a guy who's the priest on the ship, and the ship's sinking or whatever, right? It's been a while since I've seen that. I remember the sets and stuff being pretty incredible. Sky Twofold, thank you for the $4.99. I like this game's earnestness. It feels like it was made by a bunch of uncles that love golf and don't get what video games are but are excited. Yeah, maybe. The uncle game.
Please enter player information.
Okay. Player name. No. Links. There we go. Gender. Level. Tab. I kind of want to, you know what?
How many players?
Let's imagine 3 players.
Please enter player information.
I'll play all of them. Pro, amateur, beginner. Oh yeah, that's probably what that. I did it again. Dang it. All right, we got links. We've got link. Zelda's. Yeah, you know what? That's a good joke. Zelda's. Who else do we want to be golfing with? Who? What's the name of the warrior who protects Zelda? Not Link. The other one. Ganons. No, Ganons. They wouldn't be golfing with Ganons. Tinkle, yeah. Imp. Tinkle's the warrior that... Impause. All right. Level. Dang it, what was this again? Someone in chat just said it. Just said a very likely. P is probably professional or something. Beginner, amateur, professional. Alright, I think Link is a beginner. I think pro, amateur, beginner. Okay, perfect. I think Zelda's a professional. Impa's amateur. I think that sounds right. Zelda's has a lot of leisure time. T's. I don't know what any of this means, so... Why not?
What would you like to do?
Oh. 18 holes. Yeah, let's do that. 18 holes, everyone. Number 7, by the way. The most VGV game of 2022. Number 7. Number 7 of the most VGV game of 2022 was Ankh, The Mystery of Tutankhamun on the Sega Saturn. Another Sega Saturn game right there. Right there at the top. Thought it was 36. Yeah, it doesn't say on the back of the box exactly how many. That's the PS1 cover. Oh yeah, that is the PS. Sorry, I was in a rush putting these together. I was in a rush. Four-hour stream is blocked. It shouldn't be anymore. It was blocked earlier. I believe it should be fixed. If it's not, you should be able to access it soon once the update propagates everywhere. It should be fixed. It's fixed? Yeah, it should be fixed. I had to edit some stuff out because of a copyright thing. At least for the US. It should be fixed everywhere. It was blocked in essentially every country. It was... I have a couple of streams that have gotten blocked in, like, France or somewhere else. One single country, for whatever reason. Was it the anime song? Yeah, it was the anime song, and it wasn't just that. So they usually give you a what do you call it? They give you an option to mute the audio from the copyrighted material, but it thought that the audio ran from the first time the song played to the last time the song played, and the first time the song played was 10 minutes into the stream, and the last time the song played was 3.5 hours into the stream. So it wanted to mute the audio for essentially the whole stream, which would have defeated the purpose of the VOD. So I had to use YouTube's editor to get rid of it, which is unfortunate. YouTube trying not to be way to cooperate. Impossible. Yes, that's true. What's the difference between 18 holes, front 9, back 9, and turn right? Front 9, back 9, that makes sense to me. The first 9, the last 9. 18 holes, that makes sense. How is that different from tournament, though? Sometimes there's people claiming ownership to things they don't own. Yeah, you know when I played that clip of the creature singing, and the creature wasn't nice, singing the I Want to Eat Your Face song? I have a copyright claim on that video, not by the creators of that movie or the owners of that song, but by a modern rap artist who sampled it. And has put their song into the Content ID system. And I can't dispute that, because there's no option when doing a dispute. There's no option to select, you don't own this. You don't actually own the copyright to this. Because I don't have the rights to show clips from I Want to Eat Your Face. I don't actually have the legal right to show that. Unfortunately. So I can't make a claim based on legality. But yeah, there's just no option to select the person claiming this is not doing it in good faith. Does the rapper have the legal right? No. And they're not allowed to do what they did with the copyright system. It's just there's nothing I can do about it. There's nothing I can do. I guess we'll just do 18 holes. That sounds good.
Set atop the cliffs at the edge of the Pacific Ocean, the 36 holes of Torrey Pines.
Oh, there is
South
36.
Courses are one of the finest and most picturesque municipal golf facilities in the world. They have been a popular stop on the PGA Tour for decades.
Yeah.
Most of the great players of the world have appeared here. While the scenery is just as spectacular on the south course as it is on the north, you had better keep your concentration, or else this apparently simple-looking course will tear you apart.
Oh, I don't want that. Goodness gracious.
The first hole is a 438-yard par 4 that requires 2 longish shots, Steve. How would you play it?
Well, Ben, the key to the first hole is to keep your tee shot left of the bunker on the right side of the fairway.
Yeah,
Then you'll be able to approach the green from there.
it's important stuff. Look. Goodness gracious,
Player 2.
we seem to be in the game now. We appear to be actually in the game. We're in the game. We're here. It's finally happening. Oh, I heard a bird. It's so beautiful. This is truly unbelievable. I can't believe it. It's been so long. I've never seen this far into links for the Sega CD. We finally arrived. We've arrived, everyone. All right, we're playing. Oh, Zelda's up first. Zelda is first. It's Zelda time. First, we do have to do birthday machine stuff. We are halfway through the stream. I know you all can't wait to get to the golfing, but we are halfway through. Where's my phone? All right. We've got one birthday to celebrate today. One birthday. One birthday, it's Brian's birthday. Time to see what the machine's gotta say to Brian. Input birthday receiver. Brian. Enter into a world of birthday. Oh, goodness. I would love to enter into a world of birthday, thank you. A birthday machine. Let's go. The data has been calculated. Time to see what the machine has to say to Brian. First up, let's fill out your birth fate card. What's your luck number for the year? 41. How about your letter? Oh. Yeah, look at that. It's kind of like there's some reeds growing in front of a mountain. It's beautiful. How's the weather, Brian? A lot of dots. Any of this hatch an egg? Oh my god! The first one of the year hatches an egg! Oh, what fortune. Hold on, I need to write this down. This is important. This seems an important and special egg. Alright. Egg did it! Hooray. We got some egg data. Here comes the egg data. Oh, egg data has arrived. Do we? Who was it? Who was the murderer? Was it Brian? All right. We got a poem. Birthday Machine has written a poem just for you, Brian. Calm Rose involves failure. Calm Rose accuses protection. Calm Rose will never leap. Calm Rose is not so calm. Soggy Rose, funny Rose, all is Rose. Calm Rose. Oh, you have a birthday secret, Brian. There is no goose as big as Big Goose. And the economics, they are bad. They are bad. There's no denying it. Excuse me, I had to sneeze and mute the microphone. My apologies for the delay, Brian. Birthday Machine has looked to the stars. Determined that your friend Constellation is the graceful bull. Enemy star, Gamma, Nova, number 8798. Has there been a cosmic event? Let's look at the data. Let's look at the charts. The conditions are too chaotic. All right, we got some music. Get ready, everyone. We got some music just for you. The music will come in the form of me singing, and also people around the world are going to join in. People do join in. They told me so. People join in and sing as I sing. Get ready. It's all going to happen right now. Here we go. Happy birthday to Brian. Hip hooray now to Brian. The logs show the data. The C and the Brian. Birthday son and bun Brian. Angels love blood and Brian. Set fire to the ledgers. That horse has a knife. Goodness gracious. Well, finally we have a one-of-a-kind work of art created by the machine just for you, Brian. Here it is, your one-of-a-kind work of art. My God, that is beautiful. That is beautiful. Goodness gracious. Well, happy birthday, Brian. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful birthday. And many more. I am, of course, pranking you all again. I've simply switched the video inputs. The game is still here, don't worry. We're getting to links for the Sega CD today. This is the day in which it finally happens. What's number 6? That is a good question. Number 6 on the most VGV game of 2022, number 6. It is Neon Genesis Evangelion for the Nintendo 64. Neon Genesis Evangelion for the N64. That's number 6 on our list. Number 6 of the most VGV games of 2022. Screaming was art. Yeah, that was... What a feature. Definitely missed the Shinji screaming. As do, I guess, not all of us. I think not everyone loved the Shinji screaming, but it'll always have a place in my own heart. All right. I want the commentary on. Okay, exit. Shouldn't quit the game. They should exit the options. There's a big quit game here. All right, we are gonna swing. There's maybe too many elements here. This is a nice screen, though. So I guess we're going this way. I guess we're going to this flag. Yeah, right. How do I move my character? Chip, lie, putt, grid, drop. I guess it's chosen a club for me. Do I have... Do I have anything to do except for swing? All right, let's go. I guess there's nothing left to do but swing. Starting to think this game might not be very good. I mean, it seems like a pretty complicated golf simulation. All right. Here we go. Number 5. Fun Ping You on the PlayStation 1. This is the last interruption. We are going to swing after this. It is going to finally happen. Fun Ping You. That was this year. Fun Ping You. On the PS1. Newt. Yeah, Newt, everyone. Newt. Hard to believe that was within the last year. Seems so long ago. Yeah. It's weird how early in the year feels like multiple years ago. Always. It always does. Fun. Ping you. Newt. Alright, I'm gonna zoom in as we officially do our first actual gameplay in Links for the Sega CD. This has been an ongoing joke for Video Game Valley history for years now. It's been at least 3 years. The time has finally come. Links for the Sega CD. It takes so long to get into the game. And here we are. I'm about to swing. Get ready. Zelda's is about to swing.
That's really in deep rough.
Okay, let's replay this, I guess. Oh, there it goes. Alright. Well, that was a bad hit, I guess. Yeah, let's mulligan that. We're taking a mulligan.
Let's go. Player 2.
Took an hour and 10 minutes. Rusty. This is why, when I've loaded up links on the Sega CD at the end of previous streams, we've never gotten to the golf. It has been an hour and 10 minutes. Let's... aha!
On the fairway.
That also doesn't seem very good. We need... we need many hundreds of additional hits.
Player 3. On the fairway.
Yeah, I'm not doing a good job with the swings. I'm sure we'll make it at some point. Here on Links for the Sega CD.
Let's go. Player 1.
Maybe it's a club thing. Oh, Links is here now. It's recommending the same club for Links. I think I'm just not hitting at the right time. I don't know.
That's really in deep.
Oh, I think I'm hitting at the wrong point in the swing cycle.
Let's go. Player 2.
All right.
In the rough.
See, I don't understand how to... When I hit swing, the thing starts going around the swing wheel, but none of my button presses after that seem to influence what happens. Let's mulligan this.
In the rough.
Let's mulligan again. Let's just do nothing but mulligans. Does the manual have anything to say? Let's see. Probably. Teeing off. A button. Grid. Swing indicator. Here we go. Move the cursor to the swing button. Hold down and keep your finger on the A button. Okay, I haven't been doing that. I've just been pressing. You will see the gauge move upwards. This determines the amount of power you want to put in your swing. Release the A button when the gauge reaches the amount of power you want to use. At the top of the swing indicator, you will see a mark that is the maximum safe power for a swing. Try to aim for that mark. Going over will send you into the red zone. Getting power into this area causes snap errors to be more severe. If you hit the maximum power point and hit the snap right in the yellow mark, you will hit the longest, most perfect shot you can. Okay. Alright, well, I definitely got it further this time.
In the spinach.
Let's mulligan once more. I see. I have to press it again after that. Alright, I think I got this.
Player 3.
Yeah. Here we go. I wish there was audio and stuff.
Player 1.
I wish that this game had some sounds, maybe, more than just like the light tapping.
On the fairway.
Oh, you know what? I had forgotten to, my apologies. I had forgotten to switch my headphones back to the game. I was still on my computer audio.
Let's go. Player 2.
There are apparently some sounds. No music, but there are sounds here. Everyone else has been hearing it. I just haven't been.
In the spinach.
I've been missing stuff like in the spinach. Oh no. Number 4 in the VGV. Yeah, number 4. Number 4.
1.
Number 4, the most VGV game of 2022. Number 4. This is actually technically 3 games in one. Gunslinger Girl on the PlayStation 2. Gunslinger Girl. Definitely one of the most VGV games we played last year. Gunslinger Girl. What an experience. Gunslinger Girl was a trip. It was, yes. Once again, I remind everyone that this is not the list of the best games we played last year. This is a list of the most VGV ones. And coming across a extremely an extremely strange PlayStation 2 game with a bunch of war crimes in it. Anime war crimes. I swear if Scooby-Doo is in top 3. There was that one Scooby-Doo game that I had on my short list, but there were too many other titles.
Player 3.
Player 3.
Better hurry up.
Some of those warp games are going to be in the top 10. No. Like, I've already given both I've already given D and D2 awards before. So even though I replayed D,
Player 1.
not going to put that in. And then the other Warp games, I really enjoyed them myself. And enjoyed showing them off, but I think some of the other games, there were just too many. Too many more VGV games for the top 10 this year. No Flopon. No, I love Flopon, but it was on the short list. If I could collectively put the Warp games for the 3DO.
Player 2.
Sky Twofold, thank you for the $1.99. Got any good royalty-free music to distract from the horror? Possibly. I'm going to be transferring some of it to a hard drive so that I can more easily play it on this stream.
Player 3.
If Grease doesn't make the list, I'll be sad. Grease was definitely an experience.
Better hurry up.
I think it was more Scuffy and I's playing of the game than the game itself.
Player 1.
Doing so
Better
good.
hurry up.
Let's just go ahead and move on to number 3. Number 3, the most VGV game of 2022. I know I've been saying that this is not a list of the top 10 games I played in terms of quality. But this one, number 3, is maybe the best or the second best, maybe the best game that I played last year. This was Misadventures of Tronbon, sent in by Marcus. Thank you, Marcus. This is the rare instance of a game that is both has the qualities that make a great Video Game Valley game, and also happens to be a masterpiece. So, number 3 of the most VGV games we played, but number 1 in terms of the actual quality of the game itself. So thank you again, Marcus, for sending this one in. I probably had the most fun playing that one of nearly any game. Yeah, it's just so good. It's just this is an unbelievable game. It saddens me that its release was so mistreated. Oh, okay. I keep forgetting to hold the button down.
That's definitely very short.
Whatever, guy. Whatever. I'm doing my best.
Player 1. Let's go. Player 3.
Let's go, player 3.
Player 2.
Player 2, here we go, here we go. Nice. That is maybe too far. I think people probably have a good idea of number 2 and number 1, so I guess I won't put it off any longer. Number 2 Most VGV game of 2022. Number 2, I do not remember how this is pronounced. My apologies. Kongagua. That's not it. I got it right after it was explained to me while streaming the game, but that information has left my head completely by now. This one was bonkers from start to finish. Akonkawa. That's it. Thank you. Oh my god, finally. Akonkawa. That's it, Akonkawa. Akonkawa on the PlayStation 1. Extremely underrated game. That one was pretty good as a adventure game. Had some wonderful set pieces. Absolute nonsense story. Number 1 of the most VGV games of 2022 is, of course, Knob, Neo-Organic Bioform. Knob. The reason why I gave this particular game the number 1 slot is it does fall into many of the things that I value the most in Video Game Valley stuff. It wasn't necessarily a particularly good game. But extremely obscure game. There's not a whole lot of people who streamed Knob and had a lot of charm to it, a lot of originality. There's nothing quite like it. Knob, Neo-Organic Bioform. I feel like games like this, when we come across them, they do something to us. Like, there's just so few other opportunities any of us will get to see Knob or even know that it existed outside of just this stream. This is not a game I would have encountered if I was not doing this stream. I imagine for a lot of viewers, you also maybe wouldn't have encountered this game. So that's why I think it deserves the number 1 spot for most VGV games of 2022.
Player 3.
So that's just my own personal list. I'm sure everyone has their own favorites and what have you. CIA lady in Akonkawa was my character of the year. I'll give you that. I think she was absolutely the best character of the year. Josh, thank you for the $2. Knob tax. Knob. Oh, God.
That'll play.
That'll play.
Green. Let's go. Player 1.
Margaret and Hidden Mysteries Titanic is a joy to watch as well. Yeah, I think if we had finished the game in
That'll play.
22,
on the green.
That might have ended up on the list depending on how things work out. It felt premature. It did get the special mention, of course.
Let's go. Player 1.
Really liked Cher from Dark Hunter a lot. Yeah, that would have been 2021, I believe. I think that was number 1 last year. Dark Hunter. I think Dark Hunter was last year's number 1, but I don't 100% remember.
Player 3.
Is there any way I can find the VOD for the Akonkawa finale? I'll just post the link in chat. I can YouTube lets me search through this stuff. I wish YouTube would let anyone search through a playlist. But they don't. Yeah, here's the finale link for you. Check. We are still on hole 1.
Player 2.
I just want everyone to know we are... Oh! Player 2 finished. Did you ever play Nosferatu on Super Nintendo?
3.
I don't think I have. I don't think I have Nosferatu on Super Nintendo. Oh, dang it, son of a gun.
Player 3.
Ah-ha-ha. We're doing great.
Let's go. Player 1.
Let's go, player 1.
Let's take a look at the scorecard. Player 3 is bringing up the rear.
Sure is.
The second hole is a 336-yard slight dogleg to the right par 4, where a well-hit tee shot will leave the player with just a short iron on the green.
Got it.
Steve?
You must attack this hole down the right side, Ben, and the very longest hitters can almost reach. But don't hit your pitch behind the hole. Very treacherous.
Easy to 3 putt.
Yes.
Yes. uh... Hole 2. We're on hole 2, everyone. Hole 2. Just thinking
Player
about
2.
Thinking about the oh no. Dunk this up again. That's okay.
In the rough.
Or in the rough. Thinking about the spread of systems that I played last year. I think this coming year I would like to
Let's go. Player 3.
play a little bit more Sega Genesis, a little bit more Nintendo 64, a little bit more
Rough.
GameCube maybe. I think I played a decent amount of PS1, certainly. Probably play around the same amount next year. I just love 5th generation
On the
games.
fairway.
Try to help you with some Genesis stuff. Yeah, I have
Player 2.
a few Genesis games that were sent into the P.O. box that are on the list. I think you made some recommendations last year too. I just didn't get to most of them. I'm gonna get to more of them this year. I'm feeling like this is the year that I just end up playing more Genesis, good and bad. Good and bad games on the Genesis.
On the fairway.
2023 will be beautiful. Yeah, you know what? That's a good game to start up in 2023.
Player 3.
I keep almost picking that. still think you'd love the Genesis version of Universal Soldier. Yeah, probably. Let me see, which ones do I got on my list here? Yeah, I got three in the from the PO box. Oh no, I've done it again.
Better hurry up.
I got a bunch other on my short list. There are more Hamtaro games left for you to tackle, Jason. I think I still have like 2 Hamtaro games that we haven't played.
Player 3.
That's a good suggestion for the coming year.
That's definitely very short.
Whatever.
Fairway.
I've done my best.
Player 1.
Rise Star is so good. Yeah, I don't think I played Rise Star on stream.
That's definitely very short.
Unless I did. Let me try to remember. Hard to remember every game that I've played. No, it doesn't look like I played Rise Star.
Let's go. Player 2.
Let's go, player 2.
That's fetlock deep in the rough.
I don't think we're going to make par on this one.
Player 3.
I don't think we're going to make par. This game was definitely worth all the build-up. This game was definitely worth the years and years.
Let's go. Player 1.
Of build-up. But, you know, this is the year of mysteries. 2023, year of mysteries. We've solved one mystery, which is what is Link's The Challenge of Golf on the Sega CD. We now know what Link's The Challenge of Golf on the Sega CD is. It's this.
Player 2.
Mystery solved right off the bat. Son of a gun.
I fear that is buried in that bunker.
Yeah, I fear that too. Titanic mystery will be solved next.
Player
That's the
3.
next mystery we're solving. Unless somehow another mystery manages to get solved within the next couple days. Sky Twofold, thank you for the $1.99. Already a candidate for most VGB game of 2023. So far, this is number 1 on the list of
Player
most
1.
VGB games of 2023. Still hoping to see Donkey Kong 64. Yeah, if I'm trying to tackle more N64 stuff, that's definitely on the list. Tobers, thank you for the $2. Played
Player 2.
Kodelka on VGV before. No, I think that Marcus just sent that one in, right? That one's on the PO box list. So that'll be one of the upcoming Sundays.
On the green.
Had to check my list to make sure that's what I was thinking of. Hard for me to remember game names, but yeah, that is the one that I plan on getting the discs looked at. They're a little scratched, but the game does run on my PlayStation 2 with no problem, so we'll be playing it.
Player 3.
Layer 3, here we go.
That'll play.
That'll play.
Green. Let's go. Player 1.
Nope.
On the green.
On the green. Yeah, not doing so great. I suppose things could be worse.
Player 1.
Perfect.
Player 1.
Player 1. Son of a gun. How am I bad at both real life golf and video game golf? I feel like I should at least be good at one of them. Any plans to see the new Avatar movie? Sure, at some point. I'm not like dying to see it, but I will see it, I'm sure.
Let's go. Player 1.
Or maybe I won't. I don't know. Who knows? Who knows how things work out?
Let's take a look at the scorecard.
Well, how's the scorecard looking?
Player 3 is bringing up the rear.
Bringing up the rear, number 3.
The third hole is a par 3 of 139 yards, where club selection becomes a problem with the wind a factor, Steve.
Yes, Ben, it's very downhill, and with the wind in your face and the downhill, it almost evens it out, but I'd always tend to play one club less.
If you see it, try to see it in IMAX. I imagine it's going to be a long time before I go back to the theater. I still get my groceries delivered. Don't really leave the household that much.
Player 2.
If I do see it, it'll be once it's on home video. Fairway, let's try again, yeah. Yeah.
That one's got to get over the hump.
On VHS.
On the fairway.
I could probably transfer it to VHS. I do have a setup that allows me to transfer stuff from DVD to VHS. I don't know if there's going to be a DVD release.
Player 3.
Do they still release DVDs of big movies? If they do, I can transfer it from DVD to VHS and watch it that way.
That's definitely very short.
Mm.
On the fairway.
Typically see DVDs still at Walmart for new releases, in fact.
Player 1.
Okay, yeah. I feel like I've definitely seen movies where it's like it's a Blu-ray, but it comes with a DVD also. I don't know if that ever became the norm or not,
On the fairway.
but yeah, I guess a lot of people still have DVD players.
Player 2.
Now it's 4K with a Blu-ray.
That's definitely very sure.
Yeah, there is the 4K Blu-rays now. Although, I feel like a lot of those are... It's not...
Player 2.
It's kind of upscaled. It's a fake 4K. I guess the quality could still be better because the upscaling the studio's doing
That one's
is
get down.
better than the one your TV's gonna do. DVD's still very common. It's interesting how effectively DVD killed VHS, but Blu-ray definitely has not killed DVD, apparently.
That one's got to get down.
That one's gonna get down. It's cheaper to make. I'm sure it is, but I'm sure at this point too, Blu-rays are not particularly expensive. Oh, I guess you mean DVDs over VHS. That
On the
is definitely
green.
true, yeah.
Player 3.
I think the wind was definitely taken out of Blu-ray's sales in terms of streaming taking over. Yeah.
In the bunker. Player 1.
4K is kind of deceiving since it's 2160p, only double of regular Blu-rays. Yeah, regular Blu-rays are 2K. I mean, there's a variety of different definitions for what 2K and 4K actually mean, but effectively,
On the green.
regular Blu-rays fall under the category of 2K. 1080p is 2K. 2K film cameras have slightly more horizontal resolution. I think horizontal resolution. One of those resolutions, slightly more. But, yeah.
On the green. Player 1.
Player 1. There we go. I can't tell the difference. I don't care, I'll watch anime out of a toaster oven. Yeah, depending on the size of your television and how far away you are from it. Diminishing returns.
Player 3.
Son of a gun. Son of a gun.
Player 3.
VHS degrade over time by a lot. Yeah. DVDs also go bad, but that's a different process. It's disc rot.
Player 2.
If those go bad, they just stop working, though, entirely. I haven't seen a lot of DVDs go bad with disc rot, but it does happen.
Player 3.
I learned recently there's a speculator market for VHS. Yeah, that is buck wild.
Player 2.
How long before they ask us to rebuy our collections in 8K? I feel like 4K is already pushing it in terms of like it really, unless you have a very large television, the difference in quality between 2K and 4K for the average viewer is simply not going to be noticeable. It's all 4K is already something that I just think, like, a lot of movie theaters
Let's go.
Still project in 2K. That's a movie theater screen. 8K makes sense if you're filming. If you've got an 8K camera, it makes sense because it gives you more options in terms of cropping. You can zoom in a little bit.
Let's go. Player 3.
Keeping a high level of quality. There's good reasons to film stuff in 8K. Zero reasons to watch something in 8K.
Player 3.
Player 3. God, it's gonna take so long to get into these holes.
Player 1.
Aha!
Bogey.
My gamer eyes must see every pixel.
Player 3.
Dang it.
Player 3.
Player 3.
Player 2.
For me, VHS copy of a film is worthless unless the film is rare. Oh, yeah, I mean, it's not a great format for watching a movie. You know, there's nostalgia for the format, and I like the
Let's take a look at the scorecard.
the analog softness that comes. It's an interesting visual effect.
Player 3 is bringing up the rear. The fourth hole is a 430-yard par 4 with the cliffs on the left. And a long
We didn't get
tee
into
shot
the
is
to the
required
infamous
get on the
12th
green in
hole.
2 shots.
That's too bad.
Make sure you keep it away from the bunker on the right, but not too much. The water's there on the left, Ben.
Water's there on the left, man. Still have a huge soft spot for VHS. Yeah, I did my first live action
Let's
filming
go.
with a
Player
VHS
2.
camera. VHS. I had a I had a VHS-C camera. It was like the mini VHS tapes. Well, my mom had one, and I used it for my films. And I always really wanted what I considered
Player
like
3.
a professional video camera, which would use regular VHS tapes. They used to sell these huge cameras. They would mount on your shoulder.
Rough.
These cameras, you would place them on your shoulder, and then the eyepiece would go over your eye. It would have a VHS tape in it,
Player 1.
and you would film with that. And they looked so professional. I fantasized about getting one. I should see if you could still buy those. They might be extremely
fairway.
expensive at this point. Cameras still are that big even without the VHS tapes. Yeah, like
Player 3.
a lot of professional film cameras and stuff. Like not film, but for filming are still huge.
On the fairway.
Everything on the Hope video market is not like that anymore, though. Brian, thank you for the $5. Always loved the DVD format from rescuing us from crappy VHS tapes. DVD was a good format.
Player 1.
Dang it. When I was in film school, we learned on both 16mm and 35mm cameras, which were very large.
Player 2.
I learned on those two, and this was exactly right before digital took over.
Better hurry up.
I guess I'm glad that I learned those skills.
Knee-deep rough.
Learned how to load and unload a film camera. Learned how to check the gate. Learned how to light for film. Learned how to do all that stuff.
Player 3.
My school got a few Black Magic cameras the year before I graduated.
Player 1.
Nice. I think it was 2 or 3 years after I graduated that the film school I was at got digital
That's
cameras.
definitely
I don't know
very
what
short.
kinds
On
they
the
got.
fairway.
It's a hipster with an antique camera just waiting for you to load it for them. Oh, I bet.
Player 2.
I've never particularly had the fondness for
On the fairway.
film that a number of other filmmakers had. I kind of
Player
got to the
1.
point where the actual medium you're filming with is less important than a number of the other creative decisions you're putting into the project. Film always seemed like kind of a hassle once once digital was
Player
around.
3.
Like, don't get me wrong, I do love the way that actual film stock
That'll play.
impacts an image,
On the green.
but it seems like kind of a
Player 1.
I guess a luxury at this point.
On the green.
On the green. How many big Hollywood directors still
Player 2.
still shoot 35mm? There's got to be some of them. I feel like most of them have switched over to digital. There was a long
In the spinach.
I remember Tarantino held out for a while. I don't know if he might still be filming that 35mm. He might be the last guy.
Player
I'm
2.
sure there's got to be more than that. The thing is, it all goes digital
On
anyway.
the fairway.
Like it's all imported into. It's all scanned.
Player 2.
Long gone are the days of pure analog film.
That one's got to get down.
Well, I think we're done. We're 2 hours through the stream. It's time. It's time to end. This was Link's
Let's go.
The Challenge
Player
of Golf
two.
on the Sega CD. I hope you enjoyed finally seeing Link's The Challenge of Golf on the Sega CD. What a game. Glad to have finally experienced all that Link's The Challenge of Golf for the Sega CD has to offer. Special thanks to the FilmCow Patreon supporters. Greatly appreciate the support. This list will hopefully be updated tomorrow. But who knows? It usually takes me a couple days to remember. Hopefully that won't be the case this time, but you never know. My earbuds, I immediately got them tangled up. I was going to put them away, but instead I got them tangled. Be back tomorrow. We're playing Chiki Machine Mao Race 2 on the 3DO. That's right. 2 weeks ago we played Chiki Machine Mao Race on the 3DO. Tomorrow we're playing the prestigious sequel, Chiki Machine Mao Race 2 on the 3DO. Can't wait to experience that with all of you. Until then, have a great night, everyone. A great morning, afternoon, evening, whatever it is, wherever you are, have a good one. Farewell, everyone. I love you all.